me see something real stupid. Steak lunch. Steak. There we go. There we go. What's up, y'all? Welcome, welcome. Jared, what's up? Ty's here. Tommy, live long and prosper. What's up? James, roll tide. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome, welcome. We are just getting started. By the way, I have, Alan, what's up? I have organized my whole garage. I've got it super duper clean over here. And now there's walking space. So I'm excited to do a little flint knapping. I actually found a ton of different biface preforms that I might as well make into something. And so, yeah, I'm gonna start out with some of these preforms, see what I can't make. Or see what I can make. You know what I mean. All right. Start out with this one. This is a piece of coral. I think it's gonna be pretty clear, or it is pretty clear what I wanna make from it. Just based on the shape alone. Already popping me in the glasses. Good thing I got these on. All right. Any takers on what you think I'm gonna make here? James Wallace, what's up? Mason uploaded an unboxing. I think he likes you. Uh-oh. Have to take that out, throw some dirt in the shell. You'll be making this. What's up? Go Vols. No. We don't want any Vols fans in here. No. Exit the same way you came out, please. Or came in. Yeah, I didn't go live the past couple days. For one, my mom came to visit, and I just want to spend time with her. And two, just a lot going on, but I do have a good update for you. After spending a few $100s, I was able to get my boat fixed. So I'm thrilled about that. And anybody I owed a package to, it is all packaged up and it will be shipped out tomorrow. So if any of you are worried about it, don't really have a good excuse, but we'll ship that out tomorrow. What's up, y'all? Let me turn the brightness up so I can see you. Jake still isn't convinced. I'll be convinced here in a second. I just found these preforms. I got to get them out. Corner notch? No, not a Kirk corner notch. That's a good guess, though. Hermetic. I have not, James. I'm not enticed to make that kind of point, but maybe one day I will. I got to pull against you this weekend, but I got you. Boat. Dude, somebody told me that tonight at church, Alan. That's hilarious. You know what BOAT stands for, right? Stands for boat. Oh, it can sure get you. Especially when you're new to it and you're just trying to learn everything about everything. Learn everything about everything. But all's well. And this piece of coral is going to make for a good little hernando. I have a good feeling. Whoopsie daisies. A little bit here. Yeah, I'm gonna make a hernando point. Usually they aren't this wide, but nah, it'd be all right. Ain't gonna hurt nothing. I don't think. Or I could go like a Dalton here too. Or a Tallahassee. But big ol' hernando looks cool too. I think. Just got to get the tip real pointy. It's one thing I love. One thing I love about a hernando is a good tip on it. I don't know if it's my screen or what, but I can't really see much of the comments here. Greetings from Illinois. What's up, Randy? This appears to be an arrowhead. Yeah. Beef elk steaks cooked. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Do I sell knives? Sometimes I do. Core looks like PB&J on. Cool. What are you making? Just a hernando point. Hernando point. Yep. All right, I'm gonna need to sharpen this a little bit. Yeah, I found a ton of these preforms just laying around. And I was like, well, I might as well do something with them, right? So that's what I'm doing here. Is doing something with them. Hernandos don't have deep notches, but the notches are noticeable. On a longer point, I like to make the notch a little bit more noticeable. Just so that it's not blinded out by everything else. A little further. And just kind of braid that down a little bit, a little more. And honestly, that's fine. I may work at it a little bit more here in a second. But that should be okay. Okay, we'll do the other side. Somewhere right around in here. Go ahead and get a notch ready to go. Just kind of poke at it a little bit. So you get it widened out enough where you can push in a good little flake. Raise it up so that it's low enough on the other edge to draw another flake. And already we're essentially where we want to be. There we go. So now we just bring in the edges. Actually, one could call this a citrus too, but we're gonna go hernando here. Go down the edge. All right, go back the other way. All right, so we got one side done. Just got to do the other side. Start here. keep going down the line. Drawing this thing in a little bit. Little by little. Okay, we'll go another pass here. Need some background music. I'm sorry, Alan, but the princess isn't. What's up, y'all? Mike, good to see you, man. There we go. It broke. No, I'm just kidding. No, we're good. We're solid. Let's see. Where's the, is this the round one or is this the flat one? There we go. All right, so a nice hernando. Let's show it off a little bit. See-through. Kind of a pinkish orange citrus slash hernando. Had a small rock that looked like that material. Oh, no way. Thanks, Corbin. Ed's here. What's up, Ed? Joe's here. Thank you, Joe. Where's Adrian? I'm not sure. Not here tonight. Infatuated with the tool in front of Jake's right foot. The bopper? Ha! The bopper. All right, guys. This one is one of those, $50 points, not one of them $100 points. So if anybody wants it, that's what it'll be. What's up, Kate? Welcome, y'all. You subbed? All right. Thanks, Alexis. I got to work on some more stuff. Let's see. I got this broken Noonan that I found. I think I broke it like, oh, goodness. I couldn't tell you how long ago. I broke it right when really right when I came to Phoenix City, where I'm at now. Ed says, you got room? Hey, you want it for 50, Ed? I'll hold it back for you, Ed. Not a problem. You got it, Chief. What can I make out of this joker? An Abbey point. That's what I can make. That's what I'll make. All right, let me start out with my bopper. Let me start out with a smaller bopper. Yeah, I like Abbey points. This was a piece from Ryan Chatterson literally years ago. Years ago. Years and years ago. There's only one thing I want to make with this, and that is an Abbey point. Could make a Wasessa. Could make a Nacho. Could make a weirdly shaped Pickwick. Could make a blunt. Nah, we'll make an Abbey point. I think a wide wing Abbey would be cool. Learn y'all a little something about these deep south points here. First thing you need to know is Abbeys were thick. Like real thick. But they are a very highly sought after point in the authentic landscape. And I think we're now at a good preform, believe it or not. I'll show it in the light. It said, yeah, it said he had room for more. Wait, was somebody... See what I draw? Hey, what's the difference between a $50 and $100 piece? That one looks awesome. Just trying. I don't know. I mean, you can make it a $100 piece. I think 50's fair on it though. Some of my, or in other words, I've done bigger, larger work that I think would probably, I think it'd be fair. I just want to be fair, and that might not be fair. But hey, if there's people knocking down the doors to get it at 50, maybe that's fair enough. I don't know, $100 piece, probably something a little bigger, a little wider, a little thinner. This is pretty thin though. Good. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the point at all. It's just, I don't know, I felt like I didn't put a ton of work into it, although I know I did before the stream whenever I made the preform. So I'm not really like, I mean, if I'm over here making big blades, I won't sell this for 50 once I finish this one, but that'll be worth a little more. But even an Abbey like this, it might be, somewhere around the 50 mark. I don't really know yet. I don't really know. Might be a little less. Could be a little more. Kind of depends on how I feel. How I feel about it. And a lot of it is attachment too. Like if I'm really attached to the point, or I think it's really something special, or the material is like super crazy, and I'm like, yeah, that's gonna take a lot to pry out of my hands. Maybe it'll be a little more. Right now we got too big of a base on this thing, so I'm drawing it in here. Now, Abbeys are generally not heated, but I have found a heated one out in the field, although I think it's fire pop because it got caught in a fire. Either that or thrown in a fire. This is heated coral, the material I'm working right now. And I'm sure there've been plenty found out of coral. So, somewhat true to the material. I like matching up my types, my material to the types. And if it's raw or heated to, whether it was raw or heated back then too. Don't always do that. Scratch is one of them little itches in the back of my mind. But we're rocking and rolling on this little joker. These points are really rather crude. They aren't made to be like super fine and huge. Although there are plenty of huge Abbey examples. So maybe I take that back. But they're just a neat type because they look like a big old Delta airplane flying around. Big old wings. And there's actually been a little bit of discussion as to what they were used for, since they had such wide wings. I like to think that they actually used the very ends of the wings themselves. But I don't know of anybody else who holds that theory. Again, I'd like to think, but who knows? Yeah, little wide rascal. Do you sell online? I usually just do through the live streams. So I usually just sell, you know, if I finish a point here on the live stream, I'll just sell it on here. Now, Abbeys have what's called a four-way bevel. I'll let y'all ponder on what that means. What do y'all think a four-way bevel means? That's the classical way of understanding it. Folks, don't forget to hit the like button. Yeah, hit the like button. Alexis, I can't see what that emoji is, but it look awesome in the dream. Sides in the stem. Good guess, James. Some scraps to practice on with. I want to get. Hey, I send out so much stuff. It just takes so much time. I would. Usually people come over and just take all the stuff if they're close by. Oh, maybe so. Actually, it might be Justin. Likes her for. Ever worked with Opal? I have not. If you want to point me out. Better be fast. First come, first serve. That's what I'm saying. Ed snatched that other one. Piece of work you're most proud of? Probably some of the petrified palm wood that I worked. Yeah, I was really proud of that. I just don't see that material often at all. Probably one of my favorite videos as well. You know, Alan's obsidian video, you know, that's a close second, you know, close second. But my favorite is working petrified wood. If anybody has spalls of petrified wood, I will pay them. I'll pay for them. I'll work them. Let me tell you, that stuff is awesome. You just never really see it in spall form like that. Just hard to find. Four-way bevel. High on that platform there. You pull right on down there. Usually a fairly thick tip. Looks like one of them stealth B-2 bomber planes. It's like the Indians knew. The exact replica of a B-2 bomber. Yeah, that's what you're going for right there. A Forster. Tons of petrified palm wood? No way. Hey, don't it? Dude, oh man. You got to email me at gulfcoastknapping@gmail.com. Send me a photo of that. I would be interested in taking a look, maybe buying it. Jake, you need to train Marshall to smell for. That's what I'm saying. No petrified wood if you hate on obsidian. Oh no. I always hate. Yeah. No, blade that I'd like. No, that's what I'm saying. So wide and short. They just hafted them jokers just like that. Some of them were a little longer and a little more rounded, but they just used them as knives primarily. Just really nuanced knives. Not like big, like solid knives, just kind of nuanced stuff. Smell okay. Thank you, Ian. I actually just showered. Appreciate that. Jake, you need to, yep. Need to get Jake a big piece of that Avon blue. Ooh, Avon blue. I don't know what that is, but it sounds cool. Is it Burlington? If it is, I might have seen it before. I feel like you'd have to pay like crazy for it. Or you got to go to a specific knap-in or something to get it, I'd imagine. I'm kind of disobeying the orders on a typical Abbey style, but also kind of not. Like, I'm leaving a good bevel in there on both faces, I guess. They often have that little round round ear. Burlington, oh, I got you. A few hours north of East Side, Florida. Yeah, probably not. Clovis, yep, no Clovis. A little pricey, yeah. Ocean pictures yet? Still want to get an ocean picture Jasper in Patrick's lifetime. I'd send it to him. I don't understand that, Mike. You might have to explain that. Maybe I might be reading it wrong. Debbie says expensive things. Not really. No, not super difficult or expensive. Wendy, there's a gold. He sells at Ocean. Ah, okay. Oh, that's the name of I gotcha. Wait, Snyder's in here. What's up, Snyder? Wow, missed you, buddy. So you see the difference between this edge and this edge? This edge is honestly how they look in the field. Should have just left it like that. But I'm fancy, so I clean it up a little bit, you know? I'm not that fancy, but I can be fancy, depending on the day, I guess. But I think we're able to save this old broken rascal. I mean, it won't be a big old Noonan or anything, but let's go here. I have to draw this other edge in quite a bit. I have a feeling. Yeah, just a little bit. Hopefully I don't And that's this whole point up here, working on this ear. A little better. Now we got to work on this base again. Everything drawn in, it's still a ways off. I will say, I don't know if I've ever seen somebody make an accurate Abbey point. Out of everybody I've seen attempt it, maybe Colby Nelson might be close. My buddy Lewis has done a pretty good job. But it's hard to replicate a big old wide ear Abbey. But I think we did it this go around. And that's not throwing shade, it's just hard. It's a very difficult style to conceptualize, and then to get it even is a whole nother ball game. But I love this little rascal of a point. Let's go here. That's looking better. And even for me, it's difficult trying to get all these little areas together. But I think we did it. Of course, the backside of these ears would have been finished first on the originals. Yeah, that's a neat one right there. Beautiful little rascal. Looky there. Thick little Abbey point. Little wide ear Abbey. Toffee? Yeah, it looks like a cedar tree. Be awesome. Reminds me of one of them turkey chameleons are neat. Abbey point. Yeah, Martin. Yep. Trying to roll through these for a mustache sim. That's what I'm saying. Good to have you in here, John. Good to see you. Yeah, deer antler. I do sometimes. I just don't have any really good pieces. Let's see. Anyways, this is from John. I was telling him earlier that this is a piece of Ryan Chatterson coral from 4 years ago. 4 years ago when I first moved here. And it was a broke. You can probably see the beginning of the stream. And because I've been doing some cleaning because I'm pulling out some coastal stuff behind here. Got my coastal preforms right there. And no, yeah, that's coral. That's coral. This one's not a $100 point. This one isn't even a $50 point. I would say that's a $40 point. Shipped. So if Ed doesn't claim it with this other little Hernando we just made. By the way, 50 is a steal for that one. Then we'll just go ahead and open it up. First one that wants that for $40 shipped, I'll send it to you. Do I want to work on anything else tonight? I've got more bifaces than I can ever dream of here. Let me see. Material, no question. Yeah. He and I think he heated that originally, so he did good. Do a Snyder. Ugh. You know, you did catch me in a transition between 2 points. But, you know, I'm just not a big fan of a Snyder. What's a point you struggle with? I would say a clay point, but I feel like I got it down pat. Deep notches. Still learning. I don't know if there's a usually if I'm Danish dagger. How about that? Danish dagger. A harpoon. I could. I've done one before though. It wasn't fun. I didn't enjoy it very much. But it's something I could do for sure. There's this bucket. Hold on, let me get this bucket. This is stuff I found and I'm like, I need to look at very soon when I was getting my other stuff together. I'll take a quick peek in here. Hey, God, that's heavy. That's with Chattahoochee coral. This is some of the Chattahoochee stuff. It's very uncommon for me to get. Some coastal. More coastal. Oh yeah, this one. This one's insane. This is just Alabama coastal that's been superheated. I actually have a point out of this. Laurel's here. What's up? But we go easy to a good. Maybe Snyder's. Snyder's is an interesting. It is an easier point to make, at least for me. Like the wider the notches are, the easier part. Square act. Oh, that's true. Colbert's point. Yeah. Hey, now that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I need to put this one to the side. It's right around the cortex. This shows you that Evans point. Yeah, that's interesting too. That where this cortex was, right along here as I was going through it, that's where your color is. So you get these redder areas and then you get purple the further out and then you get more white and just whatever. Yeah, this superheated one's really sweet. Question is, it's just such an odd shape, you know? Such an odd shape. I mean, the base is so small, so I don't even know what I'd want to do with it. I mean, a miniature Clovis, sure, but I mean, it's heated though. This was more with Lacucci. That was stuff that I got years ago. Oh, here's an old Noonan that broke on me. Kind of like what we were just working. Looks like it's a little seam right there. This is some coastal. More with Lacucci, more. This is the Chattahoochee coastal that's my favorite. It's hard to find it. They come in bands. It's like in between like Alabama and Georgia stuff. Looks like Georgia stuff, but it has more bands and it's way more caramel colored. This is a raw piece right here. Cumberland, yeah, I could. Yeah. This is a raw piece. Let me work with this one. I may actually call it after this because it is getting a little late. So I'm gonna have to plan this a little earlier tomorrow. But this right here is a raw piece of my favorite shirt in the world that's super hard to come by for me. It always has a super dark black band around it. And I don't know if all of it's high quality or if it's all trash. But I know one thing I'm gonna find out here in 2 seconds. 1, 2. Looks pretty good. This was some of the first shirt that I found with my buddy Lewis. It's not Flint River. It's like a mishmash of the two. So it's like beyond translucent. And comes in waves. And it's clear right here too, which is interesting. Like just straight up clear flakes. Yeah, a little seam there. That's frustrating. Let's see. I'd probably want to keep this side anyways, so maybe I'll bevel it here. I only have one large chunk of this left, unfortunately. If I'm thinking right, I do. I bet you it's in that box there too. But out of just about any material I have, this is the one I hold most dear. Is this stuff. Crud. I'm gonna have to hold it. There we go. It's beautiful. A little black outline. Rob, what's up, Rob? Dude, you got here just before we began to end the stream. That's okay. I'll be back tomorrow, Lord willing. Oh, yeah. Anyways, yeah, I'm probably going to call it here. We made a couple points. If anybody wants that Abbey point, you can have it for $40. shipped. Talk about, yeah, we'll end it there. Translucent. So we got this point that's sold to Mr. Ed. And we got a Coral Abbey point. Oh no. The stuff I'm working right now is what I just call Chattahoochee chert. And obviously the Chattahoochee runs in between Georgia and Alabama. And I'm not going to tell you how far up or how far down. But, oh, you sent a payment, Ed? Oh, yeah, you did. All right, sweet. Sweet. I got it. Whoopsie daisies. Yeah, all right, I got it. Too much for sending them quick? Yeah, absolutely, Rob. Absolutely. Hope you enjoyed. Thumb is broken because someone hit the like button for me. Tell Marshall he's a good boy. There you go. All right, well, nobody's got it at 40 yet, so $35. We're going downhill here for this little Abbey point. But we're going in the stream. So I'll offer it again tomorrow if nobody wants it. Marshall, where you at? Oh, there you are. What's up? I got the boat fixed, by the way. So that's a little life update. Also, like I said, did a lot of cleaning, especially for Mr. John's sake, so I can get some good coastal his way. And just reorganized all my tools. And yeah, so it's been a nice day. Yeah, we'll see y'all later. See you later, Justin, Rob, Corbin, Tommy, John. Tommy John, that's funny. That's a surgery. But yep, we're heading on to bed. Y'all take care. We'll see y'all next time. And I'll have more stuff to show tomorrow. So, all right, guys. Thanks again. You ready to go? You can go. Go inside? All right, okay. All right. See y'all later.